Good morning and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm gonna give you an update on our little seeds that we planted, specifically tomatoes and paprikas. But let's first get started with some house chores. And as you can see, the sun is beautifully shining and makes me even more exciting to start a dishwasher. And later on also a washing machine, since all of that is covered by sun, and that is kind of motivating me and making the house chores much more fun since they are for free. After we have everything running, last thing is to do the bed. And as you can see, Millie has figured out how to jump on the bed. She can jump extremely high. And as you can see, Evie is not the biggest fan of it, but we do not let her sleep on the bed. She only jumps on the bed because she gets super excited when Evie is awake. Evie is the queen, and she is not letting anyone on the bed. And I don't know how I feel with a dog in the bed. I mean, Evie is already quite a bit to handle with the two of us because she takes a lot of attention, and I don't know, Millie on top of it. I know a lot of people like dogs in their bed, but that is a preference. And I guess lastly, we have some cuddles with Millie before we get dressed. And usually that's when we get dressed and go outside, or we stay a bit longer next to the heater while cuddling Millie before we fully decide to go outside and do some work. So that is kind of it with my morning routine, even though it was not really a full-on morning routine. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and let's now get on with the update of the seedlings. So as you saw, now that we have done the perfect use of the sun, have put a dishwasher on and a washing machine, I'm gonna give you an update on our little plants. They are 1 week old and a day. So let's take them downstairs. As you can see, they are growing, but I do need to water them. And I do wanna check if the paprikas and chilies are growing. And as you can see, we've put them up here. The reason is because of the heat. It is really hot to the wall. I would like them a bit lower because the heating will kind of ends here, but the heat still goes behind. So they're really nice and hot. I do have the heat mat, but I have not been using it because up here we have a beautiful 24.5 degrees. And I think that is like the perfect temperature for tomatoes. As you see, tomatoes, for them is perfect. I don't know about the paprikas and chilies. We're gonna find out now, but I'm scared that with the heat mat, it's just gonna be way too hot and way too toasty. Even though they do like it hot for germinating, I'm just scared. Like, you can also overheat them as well as underheating them. So that's why not the heating mat, even though I did spend multiple days looking for it. I found it, and turns out that I might not need it. And we also have the growing lights because, you know, up here, if I turn it off, there's no light. So that's why the growing lights. We could also put them on a window, but as I said, up here is the best heat because heat rises up. So yeah, I'm actually getting pretty hot. Let's take them down. I do need David's help for that because I don't want to drop them. And bring them over there, do them a check, and water them, and yeah, go outside after. But let's first, I could try to get them, but it's like, because it's like on the edge, I'm like scared of falling.
You need the water.
Oh, maybe I could do it actually this way.
If you drop them, you already predicted it.
Ooh, tomatoes! Evie, are you gonna talk about tomatoes? I was supposed to sit there and do my paprika check. Millie, you're also gonna talk about tomatoes. So as you can see, I overdid it with the tomatoes. Should not have gone all in with a whole pack, because that is now an insane amount of tomatoes. And it's like more than 100 plants, right? I'm not gonna count them, of course, but I think that's a lot of plants. And yeah, they're all growing fine. They're all doing fine. The most important now is the paprika reveal.
Nothing?
Nothing. Where are you?
Maybe these bags are not the best idea?
I mean, it does keep them moist, and
Maybe too
they
moist?
are warm, though. They're really nice and warm. I don't know. Okay, maybe we try without a bag.
Maybe too warm, you know, like
Maybe too moist. But they are, like, the trays are warm, and the dirt itself is warm.
Maybe you don't need the bags.
Maybe I don't need the bags. Okay. Well, it was an experiment. Ah! Oh! No. Something coming out of here?
Yeah.
Millie, there's a paprika! I mean, they do say that they take 7 to 12 days, and it is only 8 days since I planted them. Well, not... Oh!
There they are.
That is chilies, though. That's my mom's chilies, so that is good. But I don't know if they're gonna flower and produce fruits. But it's already something that they're coming out. So, and last one.
Ta-da!
Nothing. So as you can see, we do have 2 chilies, but no paprikas. Where are you? Anybody in there? Is anything gonna come out? I don't want to be like poking it. I just gotta be patient. I don't know. I'm not like, they do say they take longer to germinate, but the trays are hot, the dirt is hot. So, where are you? Okay, but as you can see, the tomatoes are doing fine. They're thriving. They are kind of bitty stretching. I did plant them deep, so we'll see. And also the lights, we put them like 1-2 days later, and that's when this one, that was the first one that popped out, is kind of a bitty stretching, but we don't know yet. I don't want to tell them they're stretching because they're growing fine. So I got the water to water them. This is my professional watering can. It works the best. I did want to buy the one that you kind of spray shower them with, but again, I forgot to order it, and now it's again too late because I've planted everything already, and I think that still works perfectly fine. We'll see once they grow. Last year I did have also a bottle where I made holes on the top, and it was kind of like this, but didn't work so well. But for now, I can use this one. As you can see, I'm watering also from the bottom, and maybe I twist them as well. It's also good to twist them so they don't grow in one direction. In the evenings, they all stretch towards the light. I think we need to put 2 rows of lights because the ones that are on the outside, they stretch towards the light, and then when I wake up in the morning, they stretch the other way because the sun comes out the other way, so they're like going back and forth. I hope that's okay, and they're not like going back and forth and stretching, like, you know, going all the way up. We'll see. But we might add the extra light. Plus, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I am also using like not freezing cold water that comes out of our tub from the well. I'm using a bitty warmer water, so they're not like in full shock with the cold water. I don't know. I read that is shocking the plants, so I'm using a bitty, not warm water, I want to say, but not freezing cold either. What am I going to do with all of those tomatoes?
Eat them.
I was actually thinking to plant them after once they're a bit taller and just sell them on Marketplace. I don't know if that's a thing, but I did see someone selling them last year, so I was thinking maybe like a few cents instead of throwing them out. Because I definitely don't need so many tomatoes. And I doubt that our neighbors will need them. So, because I have their own. I think these ones are wet enough. I don't want to make them too wet. This one's maybe. This one was my black... Oh! We have an eggplant! Why am I so excited about it? But it's like your baby. You planted it and you want it to grow. Anyone that has been growing food will understand me. Anyone else will think I'm crazy. But now I covered it. But there was a bit of like poking through, you know, this like, you know, the tiny little bit of this color. Oh, okay, we're gonna have 1 eggplant. That's something. 2 chilies. That is something. Paprikas, hurry up. Don't want to stress you. You still have time. But keep on going. I might also need water because in here it's really hot. The sun. Whew. So they're all watered and I'm starting to get pretty hot in here. We do need to add blinds because if it's getting hot now in 4 degrees outside with the sun coming in, I think it says 8 degrees outside, it is pretty hot. So we do need to get some blinds. But yeah, let's put the tomatoes back to their place so they can keep on growing. We're not gonna put the bags back on the paprikas, just see if that works better. But before we put them away back to their spot, let's enjoy some very nice close-up cinematic clips of my tomatoes. I got a bit heavier.
You do it? You got it?
We'll figure it out. Okay. I got it. Perfect. Maybe this one's a turn other way because they're going this way. So maybe we make them go this way. So kind of the way that I go in my life and also growing things, is just go by your feeling. Do whatever feels right and it is what it is. We'll see if it works, if my gut feeling is correct, and if my feeling is correct. So I'm just doing everything by the way I feel it and whatever I have seen here and there. So we'll figure it out if it works or not. Before I give you a second update of our little plants, the tomatoes and paprikas, how they look 2 weeks after planting, I do want to plant few more things. As you can see, 2 types of salad and the chilies. I hope I'm not too late for the chilies, but we'll do the best out of it. So yeah, as you can see, I'm filling up the trays. The big blue tray will go for the chili seeds, or actually the cayenne peppers, that's how they're called on the packaging. Not exactly sure, I think it's just a type of a chili. And this time, as you can see, I am putting it a bit more proper. Instead of just throwing the pack of the seeds, I'm trying to split them nicely, and I think I planted 25, 26 seeds because some of them fell in, as you saw, in places where it was not perfect, but maybe those come out, so I left them, and I'm covering them slightly with dirt. And then, yeah, I pressed record on the camera, but I guess not, because it did not record anything. Very good job of me. But I also planted this one, Chinese cabbage, and this salad. And for the salad, I was so happy. I was like thinking at the voiceovers I'm gonna do. Well, I did not just sprinkle the whole pack. I tried to kind of split it. And I am so sad because I also showed you like a really cool shot. Like, did I not record it? Like, how did I not see that it was not recording? Anyways, but the seeds of the Chinese cabbage, I guess I'm gonna show you now because I still have some left since I did not plant the whole pack. Can we, how cute? They're like little green, is it focused? Little green balls. So yeah, very, very professional of me, but yeah, I guess I did not press record. So yeah, anyways, now we're gonna go inside. I did cut the labels top so I can do the same thing I did with the tomatoes and the paprikas. And as I said, I did not plant all of them. I just want to pre-plant some just to have some early ones, and then later on, as the season comes in the summer, I'm going to be planting more. So here we have the chilies. Here we have the, well, I was thinking, good that I'm recording it, so I remember what is what. But I think this had the salad. Yep, that has the salad, and this one has the Chinese salad. So let's now go inside and label them before I forget it again. But I'm currently sitting in the greenhouse, a little greenhouse we built, and it's so nice and warm. But yeah, let's go now inside. I'm also gonna take this tray since they don't fit with the rest of the things, but I gotta take some of the dirt out. Okay, so let's go inside. As you see, I'm labeling them again with the same technique as we did with the chilies and the tomatoes. I did like a lot of your advices, but I'll see how that works this year and might do that for the next season. And up they go in the very nice, warm and bright place for them to grow. And as I said, I'll be more on top of it and keep a diary for this year. And as you can see, I'm doing it on the tablet, and I've been kind of really enjoying it because it has so many color options all in one spot. I don't need to take the markers out, and it gives me the opportunity to erase and rewrite things, and I've been really, really loving it. So we have 2 weeks later since we planted our tomatoes, paprikas, and some of the chilies. And I'm not exactly sure how many days we have since I planted the cayenne peppers and the both salads. And kind of the update is that the tomatoes are amazing. They are keep on growing, as you can see. They're also getting their actual tomato leaves, and they are kind of starting to maybe bitty stretch. So I will be planting them in other trays later on, maybe like in a week when I plant the rest of the seeds, so they can grow really nice. So I can plant them a bit deeper, well, quite a lot deeper. You plant them like that deep so they can grow. And we have exciting news. We have not one, as you saw. I was extremely happy when I got the first eggplant, and now I have 10 eggplants. And I am so excited about it. I wanted like only 1 or 2 or 3, but 10, I have to see where to plant them because I do like greenhouse more than outdoor. But if we make some outdoor boxes, like greenhouse boxes, they could also go in that. Then we have 5 chilies, the ones that my mom brought me. And we have some paprikas. Not really exciting news. We have from this company, the Granova, we have 5 paprikas, the red paprikas. And from the other company, we have actually none. Well, that's sad. So I guess, I don't know, maybe next year is going to be different and the other company is going to be better than this one. So yeah, nothing is coming out, and it's been now 2 weeks, like they should be coming out. I don't know, I don't want to be, I said I don't want to be poking, but I'm kind of poking. I don't know, they're really nice and warm, they are moist, so I don't know why they're not liking it. And then we have also 2 of these Lauren paprikas, and then clearly the Aphrodite, I think that Aphrodite was the one that was very fertile, has only 1 seed. And the Lamia has none. So we have 3 paprika types that are pretty much giving us nothing. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if there's something wrong with the seeds. But as I said, they're really nice and warm up there. They have warmth, they have light, they have water, they have everything they need for them to germinate. I don't know what they're missing. And anyways, I'm very happy for the rest of the things that are growing. At least I'm gonna have 5 paprikas, well, 5, 6, 7. And most excitingly, my black beauty, which is the eggplant. I'm really excited about it. I never really believed that I can grow eggplants here, aubergines. So I'm very excited about it. And lastly, I'm gonna give you the update on the things that we planted later on, as you saw. And I am amazed. Chinese cabbage, it all came out. And I am so happy about it. I don't know, I thought it's more difficult to grow it. I don't know why, but in my head, it was much more difficult than growing salad, which is not out. Not a single bit of it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong, but our neighbors did say that she also planted a whole pack of seeds. As I said, I planted just a bit, and she planted a whole pack of seeds, and only 5 came out, and very stretchy and not the happiest. So I don't know. I did not plant them too deep. I planted some a bit deeper and a bit more shallow, some of them. So we will see. And of course, the chilies, nothing is out. I mean, it's a bit too early for them to tell. So hopefully they will be coming out soon. Otherwise, we're only gonna have 5 chilies that are a question mark if they will flower and give us fruits. So yeah, all in all, I think I am doing pretty good. I'm just a bit scared that I overplanted. Well, I overplanted the tomatoes, but I'm a bit scared if I planted them a bit too early. Like last year I planted them too late. But I think we're gonna be okay. And last week I did pick out some of the tomatoes that were not super the best. There's some plants that have 3 leaves, and they're pretty funky and funny, and I really like those. So yeah, that is kind of the update. As I said, tomatoes are doing fine, paprikas and chilies are like 50-50, and surprisingly, the Chinese cabbage salad is doing the best, which was for me other way around. I thought the other salad is gonna be much easier to grow. So yeah, that is kind of it with the update of the plants. Next up, we're just gonna plant them in bigger trays, but I'll see if I'm gonna film that. Let me know if you would like to see that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.